You can make more friends in 2 months by becoming interested in other people than you can make in 2 years by trying to get other people interested in you. The author of the book, Dale Carnegie, tells a powerful story of a girl called Helen. When Helen was just a baby, she became deaf and blind, and this meant that she could not hear or see, which made it very hard for her to talk to anyone. Helen often felt lonely and frustrated because she couldn't understand the world around her. Her parents wanted to help her, and so they found a teacher named Anne Sullivan. Anne was kind and she was determined to help Helen learn. At first, Helen was wild and didn't want to listen, but Anne never gave up on her. She patiently helped her and often used her hand to teach her how to write the name of things. While they were by a water pump, Anne spelled the word water into Helen's hand. Suddenly, everything changed. Helen realized that everything had a name. This moment was special because it helped her understand and communicate with others. With Annie's support, Helen learned many words and ideas. She worked really hard and eventually went to college, becoming the first deaf-blind person to earn a college degree. Helen Keller later became famous for writing and helping others. Today, I'll share 5 mind-blowing lessons from Dale Carnegie's book, How to and Influence People. And these lessons can help you create powerful connections and influence others just like Anne did. Let's dive in. Lesson 1 is for you to become genuinely interested in other people. This first lesson is simple but powerful. People really want to feel valued. And if you want to get people interested in you, really show it that you're actually interested in them. Don't fake it. The truth is that we are interested in others when they're interested in us. Rather than focusing on what you are going to say next, focus on asking them questions about themselves. Ask about their experiences, their passion, their interest, their family, things they like to talk a lot about. Is it their children, work, an online skill, a game, whatever it may be. And then after asking the question, really listen. So here's what you're going to do. Next time when talking to someone, greet them with enthusiasm and try asking them about something they enjoy or something they're proud of. For example, you can ask a question like, what's something exciting that's happened to you recently? And you'll be surprised how much it changes the energy of the conversation. Give this a try out. What questions would you love someone to ask you? And let me know in the comments. Here's lesson 2. Remember people's names. Jim Farley discovered early in life that people are interested in their names more than every other name combined on earth. One of the simplest ways of making people feel important and gaining genuine goodwill is by remembering their names. People are so proud of their names that they will strive to perpetuate any cost. You can agree that whenever your name was called out in public, you were always curious to find out who was calling your name. And this confirms that a person's name is the most sweetest sound in their ears. Remembering it and using it shows them that they are important and you really appreciate them. It's really a small gesture with a huge impact. I remember a time when I met someone at an event and they remembered my name the next time when we saw each other. Ever since, I made an effort to remember people's name whenever I met them, and this helped me build stronger connections. And there's this process that I really find interesting, and I learned it from Jim Quick, and it's called the Swerve Method. So when you get to meet a person for the first time, the S stands for say the name. The person say, I'm John. You say, hey John, I'm anointed. Nice to meet you, John. And U stands for use the name. So use the name often in the conversation, maybe 2 or 3 times. A stands for ask about it. So you ask about the name, especially when the name is kind of complex or unique. So you ask the person about his or her name. You could ask, what does it mean? How can you spell it? You can ask whatever you want, and telling you more information will help you remember the name. V stands for visualize. So try to visualize the person's name in your mind so you won't forget it. And E stands for ending the conversation with the person's name. Nice to meet you, John. Here's a little challenge. The next time you meet someone, make it a point to remember their name and use it in the next conversation. Lesson 3 might sound simple, but it's just for you to smile. Carnegie shares a story where at a dinner party, one of the guests, a woman who had inherited a huge amount of money, was eager to make a pleasing impression on everyone, and she spent a considerable amount of money on jewelries and diamonds. But her face still radiates selfishness and sourness, and she didn't realize one thing, which is that the expression on one's face is far important than the clothes on one's body. People who smile more tend to manage, teach, and sell more effectively, and also raise happier children. There's an ancient Chinese saying that says, a man who does not have a smiling face must not open a shop. If you've recognized that, even when on the phone, people tend to recognize when you smile, and they can hear it through your voice. So here's what you're going to do. Before any interaction, take a second to breathe. Think of something positive and smile and notice how it affects the person you're talking to. Lesson number 4 is to be a good listener. Being a good listener is important in the world of business and in your home life as well. The key here is for you to listen to understand, not necessarily to reply. Even God created us with one mouth and 2 ears because he wants us to listen more than we speak. Carnegie shared a story of a woman named Miss Esposito who made it her business to listen to one of her child carefully whenever he wanted to speak with her. And one evening, when she was sitting in the kitchen with her son Robert, and after a brief discussion of something on his mind, Robert said, "Mom, I know you love me so much." Miss Esposito was touched by his words and she said, "Yes, I love you very much, but did you doubt it?" Then Robert answered and said, "No, but I really know you love me because whenever I want to talk to you, really whatever you are doing, and listen to me well." People want a feeling of importance and they often get that when they are listened to. But how often do we listen to someone? Or do we just wait for our turn to speak? Carnegie says we should truly focus on listening and understanding the person. When you listen deeply, people feel seen and appreciated. But the ability to listen seems rarer than any other good trait. Many persons call a doctor, but all they need is an audience, a sympathetic listener, someone who they can unburden themselves with. That's all we want when we are in trouble. Most times we don't necessarily need advice. Okay, here's what you're gonna do. The next time when you're in a conversation, focus completely on the other person's words. Don't worry about what you say next. Just listen, because this creates a space where they feel comfortable and appreciated, and they open up the more. Lesson 5 is a serious one, and it's for you to avoid criticism. Don't criticize, complain, or condemn. It is foolish to scold, says Carnegie. Let's also realize that the person we are going to criticize or condemn will justify him or herself and condemn us back in return. Carnegie says, instead of focusing on what's wrong, look for what's right. Benjamin Franklin tackled this in his youth and became so deployed at handling people that he was made America's ambassador to France. And the secret of his success was, "I will speak ill of no man and speak all the good I know of everybody." So now imagine you're in a group project and things aren't going well. Instead of focusing on things that are going wrong, try to appreciate what's working. It builds trust and makes people more open to feedback. So there you have it. 5 lessons from how to win friends and influence people that have truly changed my perspective. If you love the video and would like to dive deeper, I have another video you will love. Just click over here to check it out, and let's keep building a life that truly fulfills us. I'll see you over there.